Hey, so my name is Los, and I have decided to start this blog because I currently am the victim of stalking. I actually had a pretty kind of hard upbringing, and my story goes way beyond what is happening currently. And right now what I'm feeling is a lot of loneliness and fear. I am the victim, yet to many people I am the problem because I am not doing something, or because I have failed in this part, or because I'm Carlos and I'm the forever walking prophecy. But as it stands, I am alone. No family. We don't talk, or actually I don't talk to them. Turns out every time that we talked, it was because they needed something from me, whether it be money or whatever. And then it would turn into how my life was not acceptable because I'm gay. And whenever I had somebody in my life, it was always, oh, your friend. And anytime my relationships ended, nothing was ever said, no compassion was ever given to me because I am, again, gay. And for the most part, they're Christians or Pentecostal or what have you, which makes it difficult to have a relationship with them. So I have been tormented the last 4 years by a man who I dated for 5 years. And he has made my life impossible. He has attempted to take everything from me, from relationships to my job, to friends, and it's all because he believes that I was either going to crawl back to him, in his words, or I would leave the city by the time he was done with me. And now at a point where I'm having to start over again, and he is relentless. My friends keep telling me that I keep talking about him, and I keep talking about him, and I keep blaming him. And the thing is that he won't leave me alone, so how am I supposed to ignore him? Every time I meet a boy or a guy or whatever, he tries to interfere and he wants to take them from me, which in many cases he has. He's had sex with my ex-boyfriends, and everything bad that has ever happened to me has been at his hand. So here, I am HIV positive, and I have been since it's been about 4 years now, November. And when I did become positive, his first words were, "You better not have given it to me." Then after that, he was very unsupportive, and I was very lonely. And I started to notice the things that he was doing. He was cheating, he was lying, he was doing things to me so that he could go off and have his own fun. But he wanted me close by because I was the cash cow. I am a very private person, so I normally don't ever say anything about myself. I don't tell my story. And sometimes it's because I'm not a very good storyteller. I jump around a lot and I go back and forth, and it's rather difficult for me to just stay in one place. A thought pops in and whoosh, comes out. So with this man, I lived with him for 5 years, and I gave him everything I had. And at the end, he left me with nothing. He took my friends. He catfished me. Several times we had conversations online that were manipulated by him so that I appeared to be a certain person to people. In the beginning, he started calling me an alcoholic, saying that he had left me because I was an alcoholic, when I actually left him because I found him cheating, and he was always trying to put me down, and then I broke up with him again because I realized he was in a relationship with 2 guys that were our friends, and that time he told people I was cheating and I was an alcoholic. So he pretty much just set me up as a horrible person in the eyes of people around me. And of course, because I was manipulated, he did it. I was easily manipulated by him. I can see why people would think that about me. But I'm a strong person. I have always been a strong person, and I continue attempting to be a strong person, though I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of just always having to fight, and always being alone, and always having to be the one who proves to people that I'm not that person or that I'm better. I am tired of just being disregarded because, oh, that's Carlos, that's what Carlos does. Mostly I'm just sad because I have no one to turn to when I need help. You know, I am a good person. I help anyone that needs help, and I give when I can. Even when I can't, I give. And I'm here to share my story with you guys because I know I'm not the only one out there who goes through something like this, who's a victim, yet in the eyes of everyone else, you're the reason why these things happen to you, because you allow them, because you are the one that doesn't move on, because you are not strong enough, because you shouldn't have answered the phone call, because you shouldn't have texted, because you shouldn't be on social media, because you shouldn't be doing these things. But no. Why am I the one that has to stop living? Why do I have to stop living? Because someone says, because someone decides he holds the key to my life. And if I do stop, then I prove him right. And he wins. And I'm going to share this with you, and this is my first time doing this. So I'm not sure format or anything like that, but I don't care about that. I want this to be real. I want this to be me. No filters, no nothing, because I don't care about that. All I care about is reaching out to people like me who are victims, who are afraid, who are alone, who have been manipulated. You're not alone. I'm here, and I know, and I understand.